Okay, hi Scorpio, this is your reading for July 2018. I've said this date about 8 times now, you're the 8th sign, and every time I'm like, oh, what year is it? I bet that doesn't employ much confidence. And let's go. And on that note of employing confidence, let's start with this card here, the moon. Number 18 numerologically. It's the card of emotions, change, strange happenings, being aware of the emotional intensity. Sometimes that, you Scorpios can sometimes have. I think it's got something to do with here, this card here, so I'm going to place them two together. The 9 of air, which correlates to the 9 of swords in traditional tarot. It's still the same card. As you can see, we have that all-knowing, wise owl perched there on the rock with some feathers, intense look in his eyes. So remember, we need emotions, Scorpio, good and bad, to help us grow. We need good and the bad ones, okay? But the thing is, some of you, Scorpio, are really taking the bad emotions too far, namely resentment and bitterness and revenge. And the universe is trying to, sort of like warn you, if you continue down the path of destruction, it will only destroy you. So some of you may be, plotting some form of revenge. But as the old saying goes, dig 2 graves, because basically revenge seeking, it sucks your vital energy, your life force, which is also came up as well. It's going to suck that. So for you guys out there, because this is not all, this is just a general reading. I can only I asked what's around Scorpio this month of July, and here are the cards in front of me, and I can only read them. So for some of you, you need to rethink the strategy, because continue down the path of holding on to bitterness and resentment and revenge seeking will only lead to depletion. Look at this, look at the contrast. Let's put these two down. You've got depletion there, and you've got life force. Look at the life in that picture. Beautiful orange tiger man, vital. He's next to, he's under control there. It's not a tiger, it's some sort of jaguar. Still could bite you if you didn't tame it. And so you've got this beautiful abundance being offered, and then you've got this path of nothingness. There's no fruit there, just the crow, depletion. So you've got a choice. Some of you have got a choice. You need to forgive yourself, forgive others, Scorpio. Try and take some wisdom. This is the 9 of air here, so it corresponds with Sagittarius being the 9th sign. So try and think like a Sag in this one. Take some higher ground, see the higher meaning behind the situation that you're thinking of, taking some kind of revenge on. And you try and seek a power beyond yourself to aspire to, because you've got the Ace of Cups over there, you've got this card here, and it's being offered to you. Don't let your emotions, the moon changes, get to you and blind you, because there's been hurt, and it's hard for me to explain hurt. I don't really know why we have to experience it. Well, I do, it's to help us grow, but that's what it's meant to help us grow, not to keep us stunting, stunted in repetitive cycles, feeling of abandonment and rejection, Scorpio, you know, it's meant to help us to, you know, move on and to learn, so we know not to make the same mistakes again. So it's a month of, you know, letting go of the past or the intentions to get revenge over the past, for some of you. You know, and for those of you that have been going down a vengeful route, you know, stop, because it's time to review what you've been doing. You know, how long have you been clinging on to what's detrimental to you? You know, because for some of you it's been a while. You know, some of you, you're thinking about plotting because someone's hurt you, maybe someone's cheated on you. You know, this is just a general reading. This card, the cards tell me that some of you may be, you know, going through a hard time and you're thinking of getting some sort of, you know, revenge. So just try and take this higher energy that's being offered here to you in the Ace of Cups, and use the love energy to heal yourself in the situation. You know, the best revenge you can ever take on anyone is transforming, you know, regenerating, learning, moving on, you know, from the experience. So, you know, letting yourself to love again, trust again. You know, it is the hardest thing to do, but not everybody. You know, we in this world, with all the reports and the news of all everything kicking off, you can just think the world's just a total horrible place. And although, you know, there may be lots of stuff that do happen, there are still some very good people out there. And if you remain open to the love energy, you can attract those people to you. And the first stage is forgiving yourself. You know, because not forgiving yourself will just hurt you. Because it will just block you from the blessings that are being offered. So, you know, stop tormenting yourself, seek guidance if need be. You know, although your pain is real, I'm not trying to limit your pain. I just don't want you to experience this when this is being offered to you this month, Scorpio. Vitality, love, you know, renewal. You know, it's one of the best cards of the deck, this Ace of Cups, you know. So, try and go in a new direction instead of keeping in the cycle of self-destruction and depletion, you know, and work on the relationship that you have with yourself. Because if you've got a good relationship, working relationship with yourself, Scorpio, then, you know, you'll attract good working relationships to you and stuff. So, you know, you can use this sort of love energy to, you know, build yourself up instead of tearing other people down and yourself down, because it's just going to lead to depletion and stagnation for you this month, Scorpio. Okay, so you know, to be forewarned is to be foreharmed and all of that. Just be watchful and mindful of your emotions and motivations this month. Be guided by your intuition, you know. Try not to have your mind ticking over, going over thoughts of the past, and you think, it's your intuition, when it's just a reoccurring thought pattern. I mean, trying to still your mind and actually, you know, listening to your true intuition, you know, following the love energy. Try and be more mindful and resist as well, because this card can indicate substance abuse as well. So, you know, try and be mindful of any substance indulgent this month, okay, because this will block the vision and the vitality that's you know, being offered to you. So, you know, try and take up a new hobby or some other form of, you know, work on your emotions, some other sort of like life month-long project. You know, you start it on the 1st of July, continue it on to the end. You know, you could make it exciting, you know, like you could call it whatever your name is, my personal development plan for July 2018. So you know, I know that it's hard sometimes to clear away, you know, hurt, you know, especially when you see, because, you know, Scorpios are very intuitive anyway, and you can see through people, and sometimes, you know, you can tell when people are lying, but don't take that far. Like, you know, you know, like in terms of like, don't take it personally against you, because a lot of people are just running on like autopilot anyway. Your job is to be clear and see and navigate yourself through the world away from the situations that you want to stay away from, instead of commenting on them. And you know, that's how you keep on attracting them to yourself, if you just acknowledge them and then acknowledge those traits in you, because we've, you know, we've all got everything in us. We all can be, you know, good, we all can be a bit bad, you know. It's about working that kind of, you know, middle path sort of way. So I know it's hard to clear away the pain, but if you do try and work on yourself, nurturing yourself to completion, and you know, feelings of emotional wellness will provide you with, you know, the much needed comfort that you guys are being offered, you know, regeneration, you know, the solution is being offered to you, okay? Success that comes from objective, compromise, self-control and patience, forgiving and healing energy. So see that card there? All these cards coincide with each other. You know, that's the solutions being offered. This may be around you, this depletion, this feeling of despair and everything, but the trick is to realise that stuff happens in life, and we can either use it to hurt ourselves or to revitalise ourselves, and you're being offered this revitalising energy. So it's about, you know, trying to tune in with the feminine, positive feminine energy, you know, because you will be gifted with the deep insight, you know, this month. And it be clear as well if you don't indulge in substances or any, you know, plots of revenge, you know, anything that's going to deplete your life force. You know, try and keep yourself, you know, grounded this month. And you know, because if you mingle in revenge and stuff, you know, this will like mingle with the guidance and the intuition you receive. And you know, just try and accept the good and bad within yourself and others. You know, don't judge yourself or others. Just try and let go. You know, acceptance and awareness is the key. That's, you know, accepting that, you know, what do you want? You can take control this month, you know, and direct your life in a new sort of like direction. And you know, because you know, it's not always personal when people hurt us or when we hurt others. You know, it's just us humans can be thoughtless and idiotic at times. So it's, you know, they say to err is to human, and we do err, don't we? We make mistakes and we cut things up, but you know, that's what makes us, you know, human. Said that twice. So yeah, try and pay attention to these subtle emotions or vibrations this month, Scorpio. Try and relax and learn to use your intuition in a positive ways, you know, not the over analysing when you get the logic mixing with your intuition, but you know, not to try and catch people out. Don't use intuition for that this month. Use it to, well, you shouldn't be using it that for that at all. You know, you can be aware, you know, we have to ensure we don't do harm to others, but we have to ensure that we don't let any harm come to ourselves as well. So, you know, just try and tap into the power of your intuition, use it to guide you away, you know, show you the ways that you can, you know, relieve your emotional tensions. You know, try some meditation. This will help immensely. Try and keep a dream diary, you know, or keep an emotion log this month. This may help for some of you, you know. Pay attention to what you do when you're doing it, you know, but try and detach yourself from it. So, you know, try and be creative. So, you know, you've got to go to work, and instead of seeing it as, oh, my boring 9-to-5 job or whatever, you know, think about your dream job and then pretend it's your dream job. You know, while you're still going to this job that you maybe hate, but pretend for this month that it's, you know, your dream job. You know, plant the seeds, you know, so you can manifest. You know, you can manifest, because you've also got this one here. It's backs up, you know, it's your lucky day. new resources of money, time and support, you know, in job or in romance. So it's just the same as this card. You know, newness is being offered to you. So if you can detach from how you feel about your life, and I'm not saying get caught up in fantasy, I'm saying to, you know, stop the self-criticism, try and detach from how, you know, boring or humdrum you may find reality, you know, and spice it up a bit, you know. And this will sift your life into a better, you know, direction. You know, if you try and seek revenge, then this is where it's going to end up for you, you know. And, you know, vengeful words and actions will just, you know, it's just going to cause more depletion and interfere with the, you know, the healing and the intuition and guidance that's being offered to you. You know, it's a good time to marry your logic side with your intuitive side, you know. And if you find this, you will find a homeness that you are seeking, because you would have allowed for your positive female energy to flow, you know, because they're two poles of emotion, and we break it down, the positive spectrum and the negative. And the trick is to accept this fact, and, you know, but don't let it overrun you, or do not just yield to the negative aspects of it, you know. Use your intuition to go deep inside you, because that's where the answers are. Build on your own sense of security, your own sense of abundance, your own sense of commitment. Commit to yourself. That's how you attract people that want to commit to you, you know. You know, so yeah, you have the power and the ability this month, you know, to use your into natural emotional leniency anyway to, you know, up you into higher will and vibration. Okay, on the business and career front, some of you will be receiving rewards and achievement in some form of promotion, you know. And some of you also may have a Virgo or Leo, you know, someone who's gonna, it's either your boss or someone who, you know, is gonna like cooperate with you and help you. For some of you, as I said, it's your boss who is a Virgo or Leo, who will offer you promotion or some kind of, you know, creating a partnership with a Virgo or Leo, you know, or someone with, you know, strong Leo or Virgo earth, like, you know, material, out there, you know, knows how to sell an idea, you know. Some of you will be like making some kind of, you know, progress on that front. So just be courageous, and this will all, you know, work out for you. Don't enter anything blinding though, Scorpio. As with anything in life, it's always better to, you know, negotiate the terms and conditions up front. So make sure you know where you stand, you know, because it's just the best way to, you know, if you feel something intuitively, if you know, because some of you may be meeting a new person, or having a wonderful new idea, you know, this card backs it up. A wonderful new idea. Don't allow the bumps in the road to hinder your progress. Clear up communication problems with others. So yeah, you know, if you meet new people, if you're in a relationship and you just think that something's not right, just air it out, because sometimes you guys can play mega detective and never call people out, but you think you're cutting them out, then you gather your evidence up and you keep on gathering, and it just turns into more resentment, and you don't pull it out there. Just confront the situation, and it may turn out to be different to what you thought it was. The answer is, you know, running from things and denying it doesn't mean that the things don't exist. So it's like, you know, time to confront this month, you know, for you guys that are not confronting issues and situations, that because you need to quit being your own worst enemy, you know, because you get everything, you know, you're in tune, Scorpio, and then you just I don't know what to say. You don't act on it, you just keep on gathering your evidence, don't you? You know, because look at this card here now, you're astute. Here, the harvest is going to come. This person's just like, yeah, everything's going in, I don't need to do it myself, you know, there's hands floating in the sky doing doing it all for me, you know. Let your intuition work for you. You know, you don't have to do it all yourself. There's a power in nature that if you work with it, you know, it will work with you too. You just have to believe and do practical. It's not about, you know, just thinking and dreaming. You come up with your vision and you work towards it. So make sure you keep on coming up with that vision. You know, try and, you know, not make your mundaneness of your day get you down. Try and keep it positive and keep it moving, you know. And yeah, this card also indicates marriage. Some of you may be going into a committed relationship or laying the foundations for a committed relationship also, you know. But, you know, just know that your awards are coming. Know that, you know, you don't have to keep on shooting yourself in the foot this month, Scorpio. You know, you don't have to. Jupiter's going direct in Scorpio on July the 10th, you know. So, you know, you've got that positive energy there coming in, changing circumstances coming. So, and it's, you know, showing in this card. Look at this in the cards. Full bowl harvest is coming in. Just try and hold them tight. Try and, you know, try something new. Pick a part that's new. I'm going to put the song down. Stereophonics, Pick a Part That's New. That's the song for you this month, Scorpio. So yeah, the past has played its part now. You know, the show is over. Take a bow, as Madonna would say. Yeah, 2 songs in the space of like 30 seconds. Highlighting, you know, some of my music tastes. I like all sorts of music, so yeah. So like Abba said, without a song or dance, what are we? There you go, 3. That's the lot now. That's the lot. No more requests this month, Scorpio. But yeah, try and keep it moving and keep self smiling. Have self-discipline. This month and all will work out fine, okay? Because this card here, the Ace of Cups, ensures that if you allow your intuition to lead you, new beginnings and evolution to a new level is all yours. Yeah, you're ready to take it to the next stage in your personal development. Some of you will be taking it to the next stage in your relationships. Like I said, this card, you know, some of you will be moving on up, you know, with people. It's not all about letting go of things, but if you do have to let go, because new's coming, you know. Don't hold on to the past, you know. That's all that's going to do is that. And this is what's being offered to you. So why, if you can have this, would you pick this? A lot of the times we do as humans, don't we? Yeah, it's your lucky day, yay! And then we just like, oh, well, you know, let's just have some depletion instead, you know. Try and, you know, stay on the happy path this month, Scorpio, okay? And your mood will improve and you'll be able to gain, you know, joy and abundance within your mind and your heart and your home, you know. And your blessings will come if you allow change and a new start and give up the ghost of the past, you know. And you know, some of you are really gonna, you know, gain some deep spiritual insights this month. Some of you really are going to, you know, reap those rewards. So for some of you, you're making some home improvements as well. For some of you, you're moving home from your current home, you know, but it's going to bring happiness for, you know, all those who are involved, okay? And just make sure you tend to the small details in the paperwork and all will run smoothly. And you know, some of you are, you know, gonna find some love. Some of you are leaving love, but you're gonna find some love. So don't cry over spilt milk. You know, walk on into the sunset, so to speak. Allow yourself to, you know, evolve. So yeah, Scorpio, Son of Earth, lust, eros, orgasmic creativity, feeling at one with the universe. Just some of the meanings of this card, Scorpio. So it's, you know, it's as we know, you guys are some of the best lovers of the zodiac, and I don't even know why I'm throwing that in there, but I'm trying to uplift you, you know, because we have been banging on about, you know, the person, and even though, you know, how I read the cards is just to give you, you know, the energies that are around you. You know, it's never doom and gloom. Like I said, we can learn from every state in life if we allow ourselves to. So, you know, if you allow your life force to move on, you know, and regenerate. I'm trying to find the card, like I'm gonna have to get a bit tidier at this. I can't find it, but yeah, if you let if you let your life force, you remember that card with the man with the jaguar? Yeah, oh, there it is, there we go. If you allow your life force to move on and renew, avoid draining it and draining your energy, allowing yourself to be swept away with divine energetic power, you know, into vitality here, yay, then you know, things will get better. The choice is yours, Scorpio. You can allow yourself to marry your logic and intuition, as I said earlier, you know, and then nothing will be impossible. You accept you, you know, and things will be great because you accept people, you know, that will come to you, you know. You accept solutions, you accept newness and oneness if you accept everything in you. You know, this card is a very mystical card, you know, I can't fully explain it really. Just, you know, try and let your logic guide you out. No, try and let your intuition lead you out of your thoughts, you know, out of your regurgitating thoughts that you get mixed up with intuition sometimes, you know, and then you can just, you know, fully trust yourself and the unknown, and you'll be able to see behind the illusions we have come to know as truth. You know, you be able to find the solutions for the problems this month if you just you know, let the mystery, enter the mystery, walk into it, let it encapsulate you, let it surround you, let Lady Luck shine, you know, her light on you, you know, let the awesomeness that comes from, you know, the supply of being alive and fully in tune with your own nature come to you. Let your harvest come in. Okay, do the work that you need to do internally, and this will show up in your external world. Okay, if you share, you know, your wealth and your feelings and your life experience with others, then you enjoy your success more, you enjoy life more if you allow yourself to be a bit vulnerable, because that can sometimes be a problem with Scorpio as well, you know. And being vulnerable doesn't mean weak and letting people, you know, use your intuition. You get your intuition for a reason, to act on it, not to play detective and collect loads of samples of it. I'm not saying all of you do that, but just confront, you know. It says in this card that you need to confront, so, you know, just go on and it will pay off. You know, Jupiter goes direct on the 10th of July, so after that date, you know, you see your vitality and your life force, you know, expanding and everything. So yeah, all the seeds that you have planted, tend to them, and they will reap the rewards for you this month. And so it is. Thank you, subscribe, and thanks for watching Scorpio July 2008. I'm leaving this thing. Do you see how, oh yeah, anyway, thank you, bye bye.